Let's be honest. Most students who say I'm revising are just staring at the textbook, turning pages, highlighting random lines, and hoping something sticks. But here's the bitter truth. Rereading is not revision, it's just fake productivity. Have you ever spent 3 hours reading a chapter only to forget 3 days? Have you ever revised history 5 times but still blanked out during the exam? Then this episode might hurt, but it will also save you. Studies show that 80% of students who reread as their main revision strategy. But research proves that passive reading has a retention rate of just 10% after a week. On the other hand, active recall, the method toppers use, has up to 80 to 90% retention. That means every time you reread, you're wasting 99% of your time. You're not behind, you're not dumb, you have been lied to. Our addiction system trains us to cram, not to remember. So we assume revision means rereading again. But toppers know that rereading again is just comforting your anxiety. It's not fixing your memory. Let me be direct. If your revision plan is just reading the chapter again, you might be working hard, but you're not working smart. And in 10th class, that's the difference between 65% and 95%. In this episode, you're going to learn why rereading feels productive, but in silent, wasting your time. The secret technique toppers use that make their memory bullet free. The full 5-step plan to revise any subject with clarity and confidence. This is Joshua, your exam memory coach, and in your today's episode, we are going to destroy the rereading myth and rebuild your revision strategy from scratch. I'm not here to hype you up, I'm here to save your time, reduce your stress, and give you the real system that works, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed by the syllabus. Rereading is like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. No matter how much you read, the information leaks out. Why? Because you're not strengthening your brain's ability to recall. Real revision is about pulling answers from your brain, not pushing them in. That's what toppers do, subconsciously or consciously. Stop passive reading, start active recall. Most students believe revision means rereading the textbook again, so they underline, highlight, even color code pages, thinking they're working hard. But deep down, they feel they are sinking fear. What if I forget all this in the exam? That's because passive reading gives you false confidence. You see the information, but you don't really own it. It's like watching someone swim and thinking you know how to do it. But the real test, you can jump into the water and swim across the pool when it counts. The only way to truly revise is through active recall. Close your book, look away, and ask yourself, if my teacher asks me this question right now, can I explain this without looking? This method is uncomfortable at first. Your mind resists, but that discomfort is where real memory is formed. Passive reading might make you feel good, but active recall makes you exam ready. Use power of forgetting. Embrace the spacing effort. Here's something no one tells you. Forgetting is not your enemy. It's your brain trying to save your energy. Our brains are designed to forget when it's not repeated. So, if you cram a topic 5 times in one day and never see it again, guess what? At the exam day, it's gone. You'll remember the page layout, the color of the highlighter, even the font, but not the actual answer. The brain needs spaced repetition. It's like watering a pot. You don't flood in it one day and expect it to grow. You'll water it little by little over time. Revision must be the same. Day 1 study, day 3 revise, day 7 test, day 14 final review. This rhythm is how toppers lock information in their long-term memory. They don't revise more, they revise smarter. Test yourself relentlessly. Before the exam tests you, most students fear tests. They avoid them, postpone them, or treat them like punishments. But the truth is, tests are mirrors. They show you where you stand long before the exam humbles you. When you test yourself, you give your brain a chance to struggle, a growth. It's like the struggle that connection are formed. So ask yourself, can I recall 5 points without looking? Can I write this answer in 3 minutes? Can I solve this without help? Use MCQs, quizzes, oral explanations, anything. Because each test you take now reduces panic later. Toppers don't fear exams, they train for them every single day. Focus on weaknesses first. The topper mindset. You know what average students do? They spend hours revising the chapter they already know. They feel safe, comfortable, then they finish the exercise and feel productive. But deep down they are hiding from the real enemy, their weakness. Toppers do the opposite. They attract the weakest chapters first, on purpose, because they know the marks they lose are rarely from what they know. They are from what they avoid. So face it, if history drains you, revise it first. If science confuses you, don't wait. If geography scares you, practice it now. Your weaknesses are not fixed. They're waiting for your attention. Give it. And you watch your confidence soar. Simulate exam stress. Train like a warrior. Here's the brutal truth. If all your revision is done lying on a bed, soft music playing, you're preparing for relaxation, not war. Because the exam won't be calm. It won't give you comfort. It will give you stress, pressure, and time limits. So train like it. Sit upright. Use a clock. Write with a pen. Solve without notes. Feel the pressure now. So your brain gets used to it. Toppers don't just learn, they stimulate exam conditions. So when the big day comes, they don't panic. They say, I've done this 100 times. That's what preparation really means. Use visual memory. Turn your notes into pictures. That's the real reason you remember face better than formulas. Our brain was designed for images, not paragraphs. When you revise full pages of notes, your brain sees chaos. But when you draw a mind map, a timetable, a flow chart, your brain sees structure. It breathes, it remembers. Here's the secret. Don't just read the points, see them. If you're learning about freedom struggle, draw a timeline with key events. If it's digestive system and biology, sketch it in your own way. If it's civics, link the concept with arrows. And here's the beautiful part. You need not to be good at drawing. You just need to translate words into visuals. So your brain locks it in. Toppers aren't visual learners because they aren't gifted. They become visual learners by turning their notes into pictures worth marks. Ever tried explaining a concept to your friend and realized, oh wait, I didn't get that part at all? That's your brain telling you, you don't really know it. The fastest way to remember a concept, teach it. Stand in front of a mirror and explain the topic like a teacher. Or record yourself on a phone. You need to post it, just talk. Because when you speak, your brain connects ideas faster. You realize what to know and what not. You go beyond memorization, you start owning the knowledge. This is how toppers revise. They don't just listen to teachers, they become teachers in their own rooms. Create personal forget block. Own your mistakes. This is a step not fancy but is life changing. Keep a simple notebook and title it Forget Book or My Mistake Log. Every time you forget a point, miss a mark, or a silly error, write it down. Not to punish yourself but to remind yourself, I won't let this happen again. Review it once a week, revise once a mistake, because success in exam doesn't come from learning everything. It comes from not repeating your old mistakes. Toppers don't avoid their weak points, they document them. And that's why they win. Revision does not have to be boring. In fact, when it's emotional, it becomes unforgettable. If you're studying about something, feel the pain. If you're revising atomic structure, imagine the electrons dancing. If it's geography, visualize it, rain hitting the Western Ghat. Emotions lock the memory. It turns facts into stories, and stories are what your brain holds onto under pressure. And that's what toppers do. They revise with curiosity, wonder, and connection. Not just repetition, they bring the subject to life. Repeat under mastery. Boredom means you're winning. Let's be real. Revision gets boring, right? Revision seems the same chapter again and again. It feels dull, pointless. But what if I told you? Boredom is a sign the topic is sinking in. And the chapter starts feeling boring, it means your brain is saying, I've seen this, I know it, I've got this. That's the moment when average students quit. And toppers keep going, because they know mastery begins when motivation fades. So, if you're revising and you feel like giving up, smile. You're in the zone where champions are made. If this hits you hard and you're tired of wasting time on useless revision, then I have a gift for you. Download my free resource pack, it's ready-made revision system for class 10th, history, science 2 and geography, designed to use active recall. And if you want to join hundreds of students working smarter, join a private Facebook group right now. Links are in the description. More power to you. I'm with you on your best days and on your worst. And trust me, this one shift from rereading and recalling can change your whole class 10 journey. See you in the next episode.